welcome back to my bathroom. Today I wanted to do a tag video. I have got tag videos, a stack of them, like out the wazoo, but I just don't seem to have the time. But I was just sent this one, and I will get to your tag videos. What I do is I always print them out and put them in a pile, and that's about as far as it goes. But I will get to them, I promise. This one is from the Butterfly Diva, who she is, I don't know if you're subscribed to her, she's just adorable. She's got the most gorgeous Australian accent. I believe she's from Australia. I love her accent. I actually got a couple letters recently about my accent, my Indiana Hoosier accent, which I think is nasally, and yeah, I won't even go any further about that. But this tag is my makeup story. And I thought it was a cute tag, so I like tag videos. I just never seem to have the time, but none of us do. It's no excuse. I'm a rotten person. I apologize. But there are 10 questions, and let's just get started. The first question is, how old were you when you started wearing makeup? Well, we were not allowed to wear makeup. We were told we could not wear makeup until we were 16. Yeah, right. You've seen me without makeup on before. But I started wearing makeup because my sister's 2 years older than I am. She started wearing makeup at 16, so I was like 13, 14 years old when I started wearing makeup. And what we would do is, I had a little, it was a Maybelline, a little red pencil, about the same size as this one, just a little nubby thing that it was my biggest treasure of all in my life. And I would carry it in my pocket or my handbag or whatever to school and put it on. As soon as I got to school, I'd put it all around my eyes. And you can imagine what that looked like. No foundation, no blush, no lipstick, no mascara, nothing else, just these big black raccoon eyes. And then at the end of the day, before I would go home, I'd spit on my hand and rub it off and take a tissue and do everything trying to get that off. I mean, I can't even imagine how bad I looked. I had to look like a 2-cent streetwalker. I mean, a little nasty hoe walking around. Maybe that's why I was so popular in high school. No, I'm just kidding. Or am I? Or am I? I'm kidding. Maybe. Anyway, that's when I started wearing makeup. I'd say 7th or 8th grade, okay? How did you get into makeup? Like I said, I started wearing makeup because my sister did, and she was Pete. Her name was, everybody called her Pete. I was Repeat. I did everything she did. I don't care what it was. Whatever she said, I said. Whatever she did, I did. Wherever she went, I went. It was just, that's the way it was. What are some of your makeup brands? Now, I don't really have favorite makeup brands. I wear everything. I wear Revlon, Maybelline, Lancome, MAC. I have Makeup Forever. I have a lot of different brands. Estee Lauder. And I'm not saying that I'm married to any one brand. I'm not a brand whore at all. I go with what I like, and I mean, if I find something that, like I found this lipstick at, it's NYX, and it's in the color Chiffon, and I love this lipstick. I absolutely love it. I went out, and when I find something I like, I usually go out and buy a backup because I do like it, and that was an NYX. What are those, $2? But then I have other lipsticks that I like just as well. The brand name does not mean that much to me. It's what I like. I just buy what I like, and I think most of us probably do. I can't imagine buying like Christian Dior just because it's Dior, and if you really don't like it or it doesn't look good on you. What does your makeup mean to me? Okay, take every worldly possession that I own, my husband, my children, my car, my pets, my everything, put it all together and put my makeup right there. It's right there with everything. That's not really true. My makeup means a lot to me. You've seen me without it, okay? Without makeup, I look like the walking wounded. I mean, I'm like a zombie, like a dead person. I am one of those women, as we all have seen, that need makeup. Some women don't need makeup. Some women just do not need it. I need it. I'm addicted to it. I must have it. I have walked out of the house. I'm not saying that I won't leave the house. I have walked out of the house. I have actually been places with no makeup on. Felt like I've actually felt as bad as I looked, okay? And I looked as bad as I felt. Without it, I don't have as much self-confidence. I don't have as much pep. It's just, I'm not all there without my makeup on. And if on my deathbed, in fact, our funeral director in our town, I told him, I said, see this face? This is how I want my face to look. When I'm laying there on that slab, make it just like this. And he looked at me like I was insane, but that's the way I want it. Somebody better know what they're doing when they put my makeup on. To go to all eternity with bad makeup? Oh my God, I'd probably just roll over. If you could choose, if you could only wear 4 products on your face, what would they be? Number 1 would be Genifique. I love that stuff. My face, because without it, I don't know what, my face would probably just fall away and crack like a plaster piece. I don't know what would happen without my Genifique. So my Genifique would be number 1. Number 2 would probably be a blush. It doesn't have to be a MAC blush, just any kind of a peach colored or rosy colored blush. I don't really care, just some kind of a blush. I like the combination of, this is MAC and peaches. It's a sheer tone blush, and it's very buildable because I have a very heavy hand with blush. But then on top of that, I like to add just a little bit of this. This is Carved Rose from Tarina Tarantino. I love the packaging on that, but I do love that blush. So Genifique, blush, an eye pencil, not this little nubby one, but Urban Decay 24/7 in Zero, a black eye pencil, gotta have it, need it, must have it, addicted to it. And then the last thing would be like a lipstick, or this has become my number 1 lip product, and that is, it's by Makeup Forever. It's in the color 16C. It's a hot, hot pink, and I think you could use this as a blush or a lipstick. I usually line my lips with this, and then fill them all in. I love this. This has become my new go-to. I have it on most all the time. That or my Estee Lauder Cafe Rose. And then on top of that, I use this NYX in Chiffon just to give it a little bit of dimension. So those are my 4 things: Genifique, blush, a black eye pencil, and a lip liner, because I could use it as lipstick or whatever. Okay, what's your favorite thing about makeup? My favorite thing about makeup is I'm addicted to it. I'm a makeup addict. My name is Lana. Hello, I'm an addict. I have to have it. Without it, I'm just, okay. Let's just break it down. Without makeup, I'm freaking ugly, okay? I look like a dead corpse. I need makeup. That's what I think about that. That's my favorite thing about makeup. I need it. I have to have it. Without it, I'm nothing. I feel like Chris Crocker right now. I need makeup. Call me crazy. Go ahead. What do you think about drugstore makeup versus high-end makeup? Well, I kind of covered that already. When I was growing up, makeup was CoverGirl. That's it. That's all there was. There was CoverGirl and a little bit of Maybelline. I think Helena Rubinstein. But makeup was just the basics. I wore CoverGirl foundation. I love the smell of the Noxzema that was in there. I wore CoverGirl foundation. I don't think I even wore blush. I wore a little bit of like a peachy colored lipstick, major eye pencil. But that was what our makeup was. We didn't have all the options that you have today. Then my makeup kind of evolved a little bit as I got older, a little bit older. Then I went to Estee Lauder. I broke out of the CoverGirl and started wearing Estee Lauder. This is a really old bottle of Estee Lauder. This is in Futurist. I don't know how old that is. It's pretty old though. I dug it out of the back of my cupboard down there. It's pretty old. Then I kind of graduated from Estee Lauder into like Lancome. So I think makeup, it's an evolution. It's how you're going to evolve as you age. I think that, you know, for me to wear CoverGirl now would be kind of, I could do it. I would do it if I had to. But back to the question, a drugstore versus high-end. I think now, when I was a kid, I had no money. I mean, I would have died. I started working when I was 12 and 13 years old. Okay, get this. My first job was at a shoe store. I don't know if any of you had a Butler's shoe store. It was kind of an inexpensive shoe store in our downtown area. I started working there at 13, and my entire paycheck, practically, usually, you know, when you're 13, your paycheck goes to Mountain Dew and Hershey bars and barbecue potato chips. That's what all my girlfriends would buy, but I'd save every nickel I had to buy those favorite shoes. And I remember working in that shoe store, and there were, like, the town prostitutes would come in, and I was like, I remember helping them get their, back then you helped people put their, you helped women, it was all women. You helped women put their shoes on, and I would look at these, I was 13, I'd look at these prostitutes and go, whoa, I was just, but hey, they looked gorgeous, and they had great taste in shoes. I didn't have any aspirations there, but I was just fascinated by these prostitutes. Where did I go from my makeup story to prostitution? Whoa. But back to high-end versus drugstore. If somebody said tomorrow, Lana, no more high-end makeup, no more MAC, no more Lancome, no more Estee Lauder, no more Chanel makeup, I would say, no big deal. I'm getting in my car and going to CVS, because I'll tell you why. I have some Chanel makeup, like I've got a Chanel concealer. Don't use it every day. I've got Chanel foundations. This one I've had for about a year. I need to probably ditch it. And I just got a Chanel. I showed this in a haul. I just got a Chanel nail polish. $25 for this. $25 for a Chanel nail polish. Stupid. Because it's no better than like Revlon or CoverGirl nail polish. In fact, I absolutely don't like this that well. I'll wear it, but I don't really like it. For $25, Sinful Colors makes some great nail polishes. $2 at Walgreens. So you tell me. I might be okay financially, but I don't like to waste money. I don't know of anybody, unless you're like Ivana Trump, that would like to waste money. I mean, I'm not Oprah, probably waste money. I don't like to waste money. I can't do it. From where I came from, I don't like to waste money. What is one tip of advice you would give to a beginner? Okay, my tip, being who I am and what I am, my tip for any beginner in anything in life in general, has nothing to do with makeup, excuse me here for a second while I go off on a tangent, is get an education. Oh my gosh. I don't care if you're 12 years old, get off this computer and go study, okay? If you're 60 years old, and I should take my own advice, but no matter how old you are, if you're in high school, get that education is so important. No one can ever take it away from you. Our looks will fade, our bodies will change, everything will change, but your education will never go away from you. If I had any advice at all, I wish I would have gotten an education. I regret that. When I'm laying on my deathbed someday, I'm going to say, I wish I'd have gotten an education. That's what I'm going to say. But my makeup advice is this. It's so simple, so basic. Wash your face. It's just that simple. I have girlfriends that sleep in their makeup. They have literally been dating a guy for 4 months, and they still don't take their makeup off when they go to bed. It just disgusts me. I can't even imagine, I cannot imagine sleeping in my makeup. I have fallen asleep in my makeup, and the next day I'm like, oh my God, I hate myself right now. That grody, dirty face, sleeping in mascara and foundation, just, bleh, it just disgusts me. And somebody had told me this when I was a teenager, and it's stuck in my head for all these years. When you sleep in your makeup, one night of sleeping in your makeup ages you 3 days. So think about that. If you sleep in your makeup every day for a year, oh my gosh, you've aged yourself 30 years. My math skills are really crappy, so I hope that's correct. But no matter if it ages you 10 days, oh gosh, wash your face, clean your face. When your face is clean and you go to bed, if you put a moisturizer on, a serum, a lotion, whatever you're putting on, it's fixing it, it's repairing it. Even if you don't put anything on your face, you wash your face and you go to bed. When you're sleeping, your body is rejuvenating itself, it's repairing itself. Don't sleep in your makeup. That's my best beauty advice through the ages. Don't sleep in your makeup. I try never to. I've been drunker than a skunk, falling down, puking, praying to the porcelain god, puking my guts up drunk, and I will wash my face. It's not pretty, but I'll wash it. I have been sicker than a dog. I have been ill. I've been hurt. I've been injured. I will wash my face. Yeah, that's my best advice. Wash your face. What is one makeup trend you never understood? I think one makeup trend that I never understood was I think it really looked good on her, but were the Pamela Anderson lips, the big, really heavily outlined way. I shouldn't say that because I probably do that a little bit, but the really heavily outlined lips, and then the really heavily outlined eyes where it's like the black is clear down here and you look like you've been on a heroin binge for like the last 10 years. That heroin addict look on some is beautiful, but not for me. So, and like the Pammy lips, I think they look good. I think they would look good on certain women, but not on me. So those are the ones I don't understand for me. What do you think about the beauty community on YouTube? Okay, this is kind of a long question, so if you're bored with me by now, just go ahead and click off. I'll wait. Okay. The beauty community on YouTube, this is my story about the beauty community on YouTube. When I first began on YouTube, I made an account simply because I used to watch Big Brother. I was a faithful Big Brother watcher. I couldn't watch it on the nights that it was on TV, so I would get on YouTube and watch the episodes on YouTube. And I love Big Brother, and I would leave comments. I left some pretty nasty comments to some of those people, especially the one girl that her dad, she treated her dad real bad, and my ex-husband had just shot and killed himself, so I was a little bit vulnerable about that. And the way she treated him, I just thought, you know, what if he were to get depressed and kill himself? She'd never forgive herself. So anyway, I started my YouTube 4 years ago watching Big Brother, and then about I've been making videos for now about 2 years. And how I got started with that was I don't even know what possessed me to do it, but I had typed in how to do an eye makeup look or something, and up popped Makeup Geek TV. I was like, whoa, what is this? And in that afternoon, I had to be someplace, but I sat there for like an hour and watched every one of her videos. I was like, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. All this makeup advice and lipstick and eyeshadows, and I ran out immediately and I went and bought a bucket full of makeup. I was just like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I've got to revamp myself. And I had been getting like advice questions from girls that I knew, friends of mine, people I had worked with, tons of people that were like wanted beauty advice. So then I started making my own videos. In doing so, I have met I've got fantastic friends in my real life, but my YouTube friends are just as important to me as my in real life friends. I have met some of the most wonderful, beautiful women. One of them is I'm not even going to begin to name names because there are just way too many. I have met some of the most fantastic people. I've met them in real life, and I've met them on, just messaging and talking to each other, talking on the phone, whatever. But these earrings are from One Sit Stamp. Aren't they just gorgeous? We send each other stuff back and forth a lot. Also, she sent me these. They're the same as these, only black. I love them. I wear a lot of black. And she sent me some torn, stretched lobes no longer visible. I can't wait to try those because, yeah, my earlobes get a little bit stretched out. Anyway, some of my subscribers, some of you that message me, I get the most wonderful, inspiring letters that tell me that I inspire you. Well, you all inspire me. You inspire me to be the best that I can be every single day. I said it before, it'd be so easy to get up in the morning and just trudge around, don't get dressed, don't do your hair, don't put any makeup on, just be a complete frump. And there are days when I really, really want to do that. And then I think, no, I'm not about to do that. I'm not going to slip off that ledge. Come back off the ledge. Let's get it together every day. I got a really nasty comment on one of my videos not very long ago that says, don't you think you're too old to be wearing makeup and high heels? Hell no. I think there's nothing better than to see a woman in her 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s that is wearing a pair of heels, makeup, looks 100% put together, and is absolutely fabulous. When fabulous becomes a sin, that's when I'm going straight to hell, because I'd rather be fabulous any day than frumpy. Frumpy, dumpy, lumpy, no thank you. I say every single one of us that are here today, let's make every day fabulous. So that's my makeup story. I'm going to tag every single person to do this tag, and I always leave my video responses open. Just make me a video response. Video responses make me happy. Don't ask me why. It does not take anything at all to make me happy. Nothing. I get happy by the littlest things, but video responses make me happy. So leave me a video response and tell me your makeup story. And until next time, thanks so much for watching. Bye.